One of the things that I talk about in all my videos, if you watch all of them, is I have this little aggression for individuals who decide to live through life without any level of pursuit. I think it's actually very childish for a grown individual to have no cause, to have no purpose to which he is chasing. And the reason why this even hurts me is because of our demographic here in Africa. The way the world looks at Africa is different from the way Africa looks at the rest of the world. Constantly, you still find young people, not just even young people, you still find a lot of people in the European countries still asking weird questions like, what do people wear in Africa? Even though for me, as an individual, I feel anyone who would ask that question is somebody who is probably not updated mentally. But the reason why I'm having this conversation is for us to understand that we cannot change the narrative of Africa if we are a people that is given to mediocrity. The average African is confined to the average mentality. And by average is, I go to school, I earn a degree, I work, I make some changes, I get married, and then die. But for me, the argument here is how many Africans that can stand up and cause a revolutionary change that will change the position of Africa to the rest of the world. And like someone really said, and this is so profound, that the rest of the world has had some type of investment or plan for Africa, but Africa doesn't seem to have a plan for the rest of the world. And this is something that is really so painful because when we live here, particularly from where I'm from, Nigeria, and I know a lot of people might attack me after watching this video, that even though everybody seems to find Nigerians as some happy people that would laugh and bant about some things, it would make a lot of sense if we're making some type of huge impact through the banters. But the whole conversation around us just being average is something we should fight. Look at your family. It's not so far. There are things that you must break out of. I'm not talking about generational causes. I'm talking about cycles. There's a mindset you grew up with that you have to take out of your mind in order for you to step into a different phase that nobody in your generation has stepped out from. And this can only come from one place, the mind. Great things happen twice. First in the mind, then in reality. So what I'm basically saying here is, great people are not surprised at their success because they had already seen it before. My question to you is, how do you think? What goes through your mind? When you wake up in the morning, what are the thoughts that cloud the horizon of your mind? What is it that you breathe when you begin to think? Do you breathe change? Do you breathe extraordinary thoughts that can change you to step into a new climate? Refuse to be normal. I was arguing with someone and I said this such a profound statement that for some weird reason I believe that does it seem to be that color has a lot to do with success? That my skin tone should determine my success? That we can only say success is for the whites and it's not for the black people? Is that what we should be saying? I think ultimately the people that determine success are the ones that are tired of their current situation and their disposition. Someone might say, why do I sound this angry? Because for years and years and years and years, Africa seems to be innovating from what the white people give to us. We are not creating, we're just innovating. There's nothing wrong with innovation. It just simply means that we didn't start it. We're just capitalizing and leveraging on what they started. How about we create? How about we become a continent that is known for high level, high thinking creation? We are blessed with talents. But yet, restricted by government policies that see the talent as strengths. It breaks my heart because this seems to be a subtle limitation. My advice to you, make up your mind to be different. Whatever form of education that you believe you need to give to yourself to elevate your mind from where it is to a higher stage, I implore you to do it. Education is cheap. The mind, and this is the reason why I say education is cheap. Many years ago, education was not as cheap as the way it is today. Education is cheap. Earning a degree is expensive. They are two different things. They are not the same things. So, take out your time today to ponder on this. And I want to hear your feedbacks. Leave a comment and share this to someone. Cheers. Thanks.